Welcome to Bridging Healthcare with Bridget. Kindly subscribe, like, and follow this channel. Hit the bell so that anytime I make a post, you will be the first to know. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Bridging Healthcare. This is your host Bridget, and I hope you've been doing all right. If you have not subscribed to this channel, welcome. It's not too late. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell by the side so that anytime I post a video, you will be the first to know. Also like, share, and tell your friends. And for all my old subscribers, thank you. I will do my best to keep bringing vital information to you every time God gives me grace. Today is a new day. And how have you been? As you very well know, in this channel, we talk everything health and social care. We discuss, we educate ourselves, and I bring up topics and information about health and social care, how you can be effective at your job. So if you are new into health and social care, this is the platform you need to be. And if you're already an old hand, well, we can still give some information that can help us. Nice, let's dive into the day, because I know that every health and social care worker is very busy. If you need to know more information about what health and social care is, the job roles found in it, look at my previous videos and I'm sure you'll be totally satisfied. All right, today I want to talk about interpersonal skills. What are interpersonal skills? As a health and social worker, it's very important for you to have high-level interpersonal skills. High-level interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills include communication, listening, body language, posture, how you respond, the intangible things you do that makes you stand out at your job. You see, as a health and social care worker, communication is key, because you are working with people who you need to understand how they want to be helped. You know, you are helping someone, you're assisting. But if you are not assisting the way the person wants to be assisted, then you are doing a lousy job. And they will not even appreciate it. And you can be reported, and you might end up doing the wrong thing. So while you are at your job, every senses is working. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your hands, everything is working. Why? Because you need to know if you need to proceed, or you need to recede, or you need to hold on, or you need to try something new. And so today I'm going to pick some bits and bobs in health and social, in interpersonal skills, and I'll just give us some ideas on how to better ourselves, what you can do that can make you stand out. Anybody can be good at it. Like I said, interpersonal skill. It is a skill. It is not really a talent. Anybody can learn it, and you can also learn it. You know, we need interpersonal skill in every job role. It not only in healthcare, in life generally, living with people, raising children, marrying, working with people, driving on the road, or buying something from the mall, shopping, everything in life. Interpersonal skill is a life skill. So I'm going to start from listening. What is listening? A lot of people mistake listening from hearing. And like you very well know, I like to give layman explanation so that anybody can understand. Listening is an active action. When you are actually hearing, somebody is talking and you are just hearing the sound. That is hearing. You may not understand, you may not even be paying attention. But listening is more of attention based. You are looking at the person, you are hearing what they are saying, and you are understanding without thinking of what you want to say. Because one of the problems that people have is before the person talk, you already have a response. So your response is in your mind. So that way you are not listening. You know, you can actually be hearing someone and not listening to them. Sometimes personally, if I'm in an environment where maybe they're playing a music that does not all go with me, I'm in that environment, I can't tell them to stop playing the music, but I'm not listening to the music. I'm hearing it, but I'm not listening to it. It's not crossing. So when you are listening, is an active action. Is an action where somebody is speaking to you, communicating an information. You are looking intently at that person. You are taking in what they are saying. Based on what they are saying, and your mind, you are engaging your mind to translate and understand what that person is saying the way they want to be understood. Is called active listening. So that is the first role. You are with your client. Your client is saying, this is how I prefer to use my pad. You must listen. Don't say, this is how it is done. Okay, is this how you prefer to use it? Okay. Now, you had the person, and then you reply back the person, make the person understand that you understand what they are saying. That is active listening. Active listening makes you take the information exactly the way the person wants you to get it, not just reading in between, reading meanings to what somebody is saying or what is already in your mind, you know. So you have to come as an open book. You know, you have to come with an open mind. Sometimes some people will just say something and they don't really mean it. So, but when you look at their body language, you understand. So when somebody is talking, listening means you're not just only hearing the words, you are looking at the facial expression, you are looking at the gesticulation, and you are looking at the feeling, the way the person is communicating it. That is listening. I'm going to talk about responding now. Respond. So when you are responding, somebody has told you something. You are not responding based on what you want to say. You are responding based on taking the information that person has told you, which is active listening, and using it to respond. So if your response was supposed to be yes, and what the person said, the response that should come is, how do you want it? You will not just say yes. That means that you are not getting it. That's why when somebody is talking and you are pressing your phone, you're just saying, okay. But you're not getting anything. That person will feel like, well, what I'm saying doesn't count. So it's very important that active listening is part of the job role. The next thing is response. How do we respond? Do we respond in an open way? Are we defensive? If somebody says what you did was wrong, are you defensive to say, no, I'm right? Some people don't ever want to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing bad in being wrong. What is wrong is not taking correction. So if somebody says, this is how I want my food made, I like my tea strong. You only heard tea because the person said tea. But if you had, I like my tea strong, if you don't understand what it means, active listening says, okay, so do you prefer that the tea bag is left for a really long time, or you want me to use more tea bags? You see, do you prefer more milk, but more tea bags, or less milk and just one tea bag? Now you are getting information. Then somebody says, I like my tea sweet. Then you say, do you want 2 sugars or 1 sugar? Do you prefer sweetness? How do you like, how sweet? Very sweet? Can you see that the response is not just, Then you go and you do whatever. Active listening and responding teaches you to actually be able to respond to the matter the way the person is expecting. That way they are not frustrated, they are not, exhausted from trying to get you into doing what they want to do. Next thing is posture. Some people are so uptight. Posture is how you just like it's posture, how you position yourself. Some people, they stand, their hands are tied up like this. This is, whatever you're saying is not crossing here. When your hand is tied up like this, it means whatever you're saying, your hand is not crossing it. So but when you keep an open posture, relaxed posture, you are ready to take in what the person is saying. Also, what if you do like this, hands akimbo? That's like, okay, bring it on. You see? And there are different ways of saying yes. That is where non-verbal communication comes in. There are different ways of saying it. So somebody can say something and you just be like, okay. That's communicated something different. But when you say, okay, you see, that's okay. You might not even smile and say, okay. You see, that's another okay. So non-verbal communication is huge in interpersonal skills. Your non-verbal communication must be solid. You come into somebody's house or you're in a care home. Once you come in, don't come in with, even if you are tired, just take a deep breath. There's this thing they say that helps you stay calm. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and breathe out for 8 seconds. Try it. It will help you to relax just before you go into your client. And when you come in, you don't, hi, how are you doing? So even somebody that is already depressed or that is not too happy, that smile will, lighten things. But you just come in and say, hello, and then your face is straight. You're not a soldier, you're a carer. What is caring? You're going to care. Health and social care, healthcare. You are caring in any field in healthcare, be it medicine, be it social care, be it domiciliary care, be it in a care home, be you a doctor, a nurse, a physiotherapist, whatever you are, support worker, you are caring. And you cannot be caring keeping an uptight face. And so, please, your non-verbal communication must communicate the right information. It must communicate what you came to do. So somebody is talking to you, just you don't even allow that person land. You have responded. A lot of people don't like to be interrupted. I used to have that problem. It's very important not to interrupt people. Let them finish. Let them communicate what they want to communicate. And then you now respond. And don't just respond what's in your mind. Take what they have said. Non-verbal communication is really huge in healthcare. You don't talk to people and clap your hands. Not out of last when you are clapping your hand like you're talking. It's a very, very nasty thing to do. It's a nasty thing to do. Or you just carry a disgusting look. Wear a face mask. Let's assume that the person has soiled their pad and you need to clean it. It's not good to just carry a scattered face. It's not nice. If they could do it on their own, they will. It's just situation. So if you really, really want to be effective at your job, please wear a face mask so that you don't make the person feel, bad. Because you shouldn't even add to the problem. Emotional stress. It's a big deal in health. Some people, they might not be sick, maybe they are not having fever or something, but the emotional trauma they are going through may even be more harder for them. So it's very important for you as a healthcare worker to communicate care, both in speaking and in action. Now, the final point I'm going to make for this, I'm going to do a second video for this interpersonal skill because it's huge. It's very huge. The final point I'm going to be making on this particular topic of interpersonal skill is the language, how you use your language. So when you are responding to people or you are saying something to people, always look for the nicest way to say it. Let me just give an instance. So I have a client that loves to swear. And personally, I really don't thrive in an environment where they swear. But it's this person is in pain and the person is swearing. And the person is always swearing. And I've watched over time, it has become a habit. The day I was going to talk about it, I was just like, I wanted to ask you something. Do you mind if you are not obliged to respond? You are not obliged to change. It's just what I noticed, and you are not obliged to do anything. Oh, go ahead. See, soft landing. I notice that you always swear when you're in pain. Why? And that's the only way I can blot it out. That's the only way I said, okay, well, I understand that you're in so much pain. I just feel that there might be other ways of coping. Anyway, that's all right. That was the end. the next 2 days, if this person wants to blot out, the person was like, oh, wow. Oh, and then the person gradually started becoming conscious of swearing. You see, influence without force. You can actually influence people if you have solid interpersonal skills. You need it even when you're going for a job role. You know, you're going for a job role and you're going for an interview. The posture, the way you sit, the way some people sit in the defensive, like, no, relax. Even if you're exhausted, relax. Sometimes you're very tired and you're not even in the mood and the client is not cooperating. Go to the bathroom, take a deep breath, relax, and then do your job effectively. I hope this video has been very useful to you. Thank you so much for always coming back. This is Bridging Healthcare, and I am your host, Bridget. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for inviting your friends. And I hope that with all these videos, you're going to be a highly effective healthcare worker. And for those of you that are considering the role, please come in. There is enough to go around. All right. See you in the next one and keep being effective. Bye.